Hi and welcome to the Nanyang Chronicle. Here's the roundup on campus news for March. Top of the news, the coffee wars in NTU will be heating up thanks to the opening of a coffee bean and tea leaf cafe at the end of April. Located just opposite the Nanyang Auditorium, the new cafe will bring more options to those needing a caffeine boost.
Normally I just drink coffee from the canteen, so if it is really nice, I don't mind have a try.
Honestly, I prefer Starbucks, but in terms of maybe pastries, I might actually visit Coffee Bean.
The cafe might just serve as an additional study spot in time for the upcoming final exams.
This might be a good idea for us to study, a place to study maybe. Yeah, but not really ordering anything else.
I personally feel that it's quite a good place to study in the future. And then perhaps we can look forward to more discount from Coffee Bean. Compared to Starbucks, I think it's more or less not much of a difference.
Staying on the topic of coffee, what do you think of when you smell a good brew? Well, an art movement from London wants to tap on these memories. Making a stop at NTU, it invites students to use their sense of smell to create pieces of artwork. Goh Chiew Tong reports.
Beauty may lie in the eye of the beholder, but an art exhibition that was in town from January to February suggests that it can very much lie in all our senses. The edible art movement made a stop at NTU's School of Physical and Mathematical Sciences after a showcase at the F1 Pit building in November last year. This century-old movement originates from London and merges the dynamics of food and art with a modern twist. This exhibition, Suc de Sont, archives a collection of distinct aromas and calls on visitors to take a whiff and be inspired.
So our core concept is about this idea that artists and creatives are inspired by the smell, particularly the smell of food. So within the art world, there's a long history of, lots of our cultures are based around the idea of food or coming together for food, hunting food, gathering food, feasting. So across the world, it's one of those things that unites all cultures.
The exhibition also breathes interactivity into the science between food and the memories they invoke.
At Suc de Sont, you can pick a test tube which contains a particular scent of a food or drink. After getting a whiff of this scent, you can write or draw whatever that comes to your mind on this tag, be it a person, or memory, or place. Pack your work along with the rest of the olfactory inspirations, and you will become part of EAM's Scent Archive.
Suc de Sont is, in a sense, faithful to EAM's motto, "We art what we eat," encouraging the creation of art inspired by smells and tastes.
I find the idea of using scent for inspiration very special, I guess. It's different. For me, I like coffee. So personally, when I smell coffee, I'll think of like morning, my standard morning breakfast and kind of thing. Yeah.
For a full sensory experience, EAM has also included 3 installations which appeal to the sense of touch and hearing. Nicola Anthony's installation, Definitions Freed, challenges the notion of art being restricted to a single way of interpretation, while Tok Yu Xiang's ceramic series, Landscape We Do Not Have, invites people to feel the textures which are inspired by foreign natural environments. This will not be the last you see of this interactive art movement. In October, EAM will be partnering with Food Bank Singapore to spread the message of food wastage through art. This is Goh Chiew Tong for Nanyang Chronicle.
Most people would think art and public transport have nothing in common, but these 4 students from the Wee Kim Wee School of Communication and Information were beg to differ. Diane Rozario with more.
The Art Invasion is an exhibition by 4 students from the Wee Kim Wee School of Communication and Information as part of a social campaign called The Right Etiquette. Held at the substation on Friday the 1st of March, the exhibition aimed to encourage Singaporeans to practice good behaviour on public transport through art.
The feedback that they gave us was that they were very desensitized to all the typical cookie cutter campaigns like posters, advertisements and even jingles. So we decided to do something completely different.
The code word was unconventional, as this unusual pairing of topics was complemented by the different types of mediums the featured artists experimented with.
I like the idea of the satire of bringing out like all the bad characters that you see in public transport. So yeah, I don't really like very normal and boring social campaigns. Yeah, I like it to have like a bit of like fun in it. Yeah.
Makes it more interesting than just trying to tell people hard on like, hey, you shouldn't be so rude. So yeah, it's quite cool.
Artworks presented range from silk screenings, paintings, an interactive video game, and even a live painting of a mural. However, the medium may well have been the limiting factor in the success of this campaign.
Having this kind of exhibition definitely appeals to the young adults.
Avant-garde or missing the mark? With the recent dip in customer satisfaction, perhaps it is time for public transport systems to look to such offbeat campaigns. This is Diane Rozario reporting for the Nanyang Chronicle.
That rounds up this episode of Campus News. For news updates, check out our print edition at the newsstands on Monday. I'm Ting Ting, and thanks for watching the Nanyang Chronicle.